said it, we meant it. We gon' keep it 100 offended. Don't tune in if you easily offended. Sending shots and I'm hitting the engine. If you whack, I'ma tell you wag, homie. Ain't no dealing with gossip, it's facts only. He fought and I smell all the cap on him. You ballin' the salary cap on him. You in a privileged position to learn something. So sit back and pour up or burn something. We ain't out here to preach, but the word coming. Ain't hearing from us, you ain't heard nothing. We got the block hot like we serve something. We cover the topic, don't swerve nothing. I'm one of them fresh off the curb youngins. That probably came up off herb selling. No telling, we out here setting the vibe. Logic unplugged, what a good time to be alive. We up, pouring up, filling up my cup. If you're looking for the truth, tune in to us. This is that real shit, they can relate cause they know that we kill shit. Guys, the limit ain't heard of a ceiling. Tell these is X nothing less than $1 million. That's on God.
Welcome back. Episode 6 of Logic Unplugged podcast. That's Logic with 2 motherfucking G's, because that's what the fuck we is. We took a week off to refresh, take a little break, but we back. We back, niggas.
What's up?
In case y'all don't know, I'm your motherfucking host.
Aw, damn.
Because these motherfuckers didn't let me say my intro last week.
Did y'all miss it?
They missed it. They missed it. So, in case y'all don't know, I'm Abdul Hamid, a.k.a. me, the Jersey Slugger, a.k.a. Mr. 856 Don't Take No Shit, a.k.a. 609 It's Our Time, a.k.a. I done ran the fuck out of AKAs, man. Hoffa at me. To my left, and to the audience's right, stop rolling your eyes.
I did that?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did that to Puffy, and now you're doing it to me. We got none other than Shay Elise, a.k.a. Miss Shacy Vibes.
Hey, guys. How are you? We back.
We back?
I'm well rested today.
Okay. We well rested?
So I was not.
Okay. But how was your week and your weekend?
It was cool. I didn't really have much going on, so I got to catch up on some rest. That's all I ever want.
Did you make any shmoney at all?
Don't worry about my money. I keep telling you that.
But I get 10% off the top.
Nope, you don't get it.
Pocket watching.
Nah, I ain't pocket watching, man. I'm just making sure the homie good, though, man. I'm just making sure she good. I popped up at the venue. You went to the venue the week before.
Shout out to the venue, guys.
Shout out to the venue.
Shout out.
What is the only? Oh, you said Shay, right?
Her name is Shayna Starks. The
Shayna,
Travel
yeah.
Morena.
Yeah. So
Shout out Shane.
yeah, shout out to the venue. You know what I mean? It was a nice little situation over there. So to my right and the audience's left, we have none other than Matic Beats, aka Matic. How was your matter of fact, I should ask both of y'all, how was y'all weeks and weekends? That's what I should have said. But
Yeah, my weekend was pretty eventful. It was a mix of being eventful and like not so eventful. You know, with all the COVID going on and slow things down, but I was able to get a music video done. We was able to get some music done, so I got some stuff done in the studio.
and it's on our YouTube page, which is officially changed to Logic Unplugged Network.
Facts. So, you know what I mean? Got that done. And, you know what I mean? We Chase and Shay put in some work to get everything done for the podcast, and just got prepared to get back in here and get busy on the podcast, so I'm back here happy.
Yeah, we want to get busy on the podcast, but we got to come in here on some bullshit,
Facts.
some fuck shit.
Facts.
Let's get to it, y'all.
First and foremost, let me say rest in peace to Breonna Taylor, because they still didn't lock up her killers. But yet again today, they locked up peaceful protesters. Shout out to Until Freedom? Tamika Mallory, let me just say Tamika Mallory, Trade the Truth, My Son, Portia, what's her name from Love and Hip Hop? Yandy. Yeah, my fault. But they locked them up once again in Louisville, Kentucky, but they won't lock up her murderers.
Crazy.
So with that being said, if you've been living under a rock, we have another incident of police brutality against an unarmed black man. Jacob Blake. Once again, those of you living under a rock in Wisconsin, I believe the town was, how you pronounce it? Kenosha, Wisconsin. Roughly about 2-3 days ago, an unarmed black man The police were called to a domestic dispute. Police came. They responded. You see, from what you see in the video, is he walked away from the police and went into his vehicle. All 3 of his sons were in the vehicle. There were different reports that he was trying to break up a fight between his kids. His kids were fighting. He heard them fighting. He was reaching. I don't give a fuck what the story is. They shot him 7 times in the back. Officially came out today. Actually, his father came out and said he was shot 8 times, and he's officially paralyzed from the waist down.
It's crazy.
There's also video coming out today, if y'all ain't see it, and I will tag this motherfucker. Shout out to Hameen Slim. He posted. I was trying to repost it before we just got started, but I forgot. Yesterday, there was a white man all in the cop's face, and he was just getting tasered. Just getting tased. He was in their face trying to fight him, getting tased. And they got the little split screen of what happened with Brother Blake and this white dude. But I'm going to let y'all speak, but I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I give a shit if shit burns down. I want to fuck this whole country up. That's how I feel. I want to fuck these. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a fuck.
It's the weirdest thing that shit like this can still actually be occurring. You know what I mean? That's bug to me. Of course, I've heard mixed reports. One that he had a knife or, whatever the case may be. Like you said, it really doesn't matter what the story is. When you hear the ending result that somebody got shot 8 times, point blank in the back, it doesn't make sense to me. How do you still do that to a human
And you
being?
see, it looked like this motherfucker was like holding the gun damn near sideways.
Yeah,
I don't know
like,
if y'all watched the video.
I watched this one.
Like this motherfucker, like, man,
That shit is wild.
like I'm lost for words.
I'm frustrated.
I feel like motherfuckers ain't as up in arms as they should be.
I'm just frustrated.
I posted some shit on Facebook. I'm calling out Facebook. I posted some shit. I didn't get in Facebook jail, but my post got taken down within the first 3 minutes. I reposted somebody else's post and said, "You goddamn right. My son's AAU coach." And I put, "You goddamn right." And it said my post was taken down. It said my post was taken down.
They're worried more about what you're posting than keeping the citizens that are citizens of this United States safe. It's like, it's sickening to hear things like that you just said that, and what we just like witnessed. We all witnessed it. I'm frustrated at this point. I have no remorse for whatever happens at this point, because it's getting worse. The escalation is prominent. We seeing it. So do you really want to see what's gonna come from that? Do you really want to?
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Listen, man. I got a lot of white co-workers that tap in. I got a lot of white co-coaches that tap in. I got 2 close friends that I consider close friends that are police officers. One black, Bug, and another one who's a white, a white ally of ours. He lives down in Sussex County, and bro, like, I try and explain, like, and I think of them. I try and be mindful because I know how they feel, and they also speak out against the shit. You feel me?
They do.
Because I don't hate police, but I hate this bullshit. But it seems like that's all you see is the bullshit. And every police is starting to come out saying they ain't with this shit.
Yeah.
But you don't see no one stepping up, though.
But that's what I was going to say. On what grounds do you speak out on it? So thank God that the officers have never been in a situation where they have had to, you know what I mean, figure out how they're going to address it. But in the moment, what's really extremely frustrating is seeing all these officers around and nobody stepping in.
What I want to see? I want to see
enough.
a video go viral of another officer stepping in. I don't give a damn if he's white, Asian, Latino, black, stepping in. Yo, calm down.
Relax.
Pull you aside. You actually did when the whole George Floyd thing was going on with the black woman down in Houston. She was like a sergeant or something. She was beautiful as hell too, by the way.
This guy.
Yeah, she was bad. She was an old head. She was bad.
You had to send me
Yo, DM me. Chris will put the links in the bio or whatever. You know what I mean? But she was bad. She was an older. You know what I mean? She looked like she could be a cougar too. Yeah, you know what I mean? But
Cougars.
like I said, man, I know small business owners. They all got insurance. I give a fuck if this shit burns down. I'm gonna say that again. Because we working on some shit right now on a protest. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be peaceful. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be non-peaceful.
Don't say nothing else because we ain't about to incriminate ourselves either.
Yeah, listen.
That's what we really
fuck these motherfuckers. And we starting off like that. But at the same token, we gonna say we don't want the police brutality, but yet we also have our own kind going at our black women and our black queens. And what I'm talking about is these midget motherfuckers.
Ouch. First of all, don't talk about short people.
No. You good. You a woman. You good. I'm talking about niggas that are under 5'3". You under 5'3"? You look kind of short. Pause. But I'm talking about these niggas from outside the country. These niggas that want to pull guns on niggas that we've been talking. I think this episode 6, we probably talked about this bitch ass nigga.
We did.
The first 3, at least 3 of the episodes.
We have.
But it's officially been confirmed. Hold on, let me get a paper towel, man, because I'm over here sweating. This nigga about to make me go on a whole rant.
Oh man. Get your life right.
I'm Muslim. I'm about to say praise him.
Oh, wait a minute.
Pass the plate around. But this bitch ass nigga Tory Lanez officially shot, and I'm gonna say officially because we already knew what the situation was, even if we didn't have proof, pretty much. So Meg came out on live. This bitch ass nigga Tory Lanez shot her in both feet. Then had his publicist go and contact certain blogs to put smut on her name. And then a lot of you bitch ass niggas that don't know shit about shit want to say that she's snitching. She ain't snitching. First of all, ain't she had enough what's the word I'm looking for? Wherethrough? You know what I'm talking about? I ain't go to college. I went to listen, I did 6 years at NJDOC. Don't judge me.
You knew the word, you just didn't know how to say it.
Listen, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. She had enough common sense. How about that? To say, I just got shot in my foot. I know everything that's going on in the country nowadays. There's a gun in the car. It's all niggas. Excuse the N-word. I don't want none of us to get shot. Even the nigga that just shot me. I still publicly didn't come the fuck out. And you still want to play the victim. So I'm here to say this to anybody in this room, anybody on the internet, on YouTube. And I'm coming at Shay, I'm coming at Matic. And I'm saying anybody over here, this is what I'm gonna say is this. If you still follow this bitch ass nigga, if you still have any of his music catalog in your shit, fuck you. Don't follow me. Don't do a podcast with me. I believe none of y'all do. I hope y'all don't. Because let me tell you this. If you deal anything with this nigga with music, with anything, don't follow me. Don't say shit to me. If you on this podcast, from Chris at RAMG Studios to Shay to Matic, let me tell you something. No, because I'm very passionate about this shit. Listen, I protested 5-6 days straight. I got tickets. I'm on a payment plan for tickets, my nigga, for protesting. So we do all this shit, and you got a nigga that was moving positive in his music career, and he do some nut shit. And this nigga, and don't get me wrong, I check every day to see which one of my Instagram followers still follow him. And I unfollow these motherfuckers. It went from 97, I'm down to 46 right now. If you follow this nigga, I don't give a fuck.
You capping.
Nigga, I believe him.
No. You can check my shit right now.
He's so petty. I totally
fuck
believe
these
him.
niggas, yo. If you following this nigga, I'm gonna follow you. If you follow him, I promise you, I swear to God on my kids, I'll say, no, you laughing, but I'm laughing because I'm looking at you, pause. But yo, I can't fuck with this nigga no more, dog. Like if cancel culture ever been around, this is the nigga to cancel.
You don't gotta worry about me following Tory Lanez, nigga.
I don't think I ever followed him to begin with, but I had an instance earlier and he came on some of my stuff and I was like, damn, I don't want to hear his short little voice. And he did it. You know what I'm saying? And the way he moved about it is making it even worse. I don't really care what she did because, of course, the real story is going to come out. But at the end of it, you have no business pulling out your gun and shooting somebody twice.
In the words of Matic, unless you got a gun in my head, then I'm going to bust your motherfucking ass.
I'm pretty sure she ain't had a strap. But I do appreciate you, and I want to take this platform to do so. I appreciate you speaking up for us women. Because that's something that we're all battling with. It's been an ongoing thing that's separating us. And what people do need to see is when we do see y'all sticking up for us, we appreciate you.
Because people need to realize is black women control the vote. Black women control everything right now. As far as like,
you better. Sorry.
Didn't you get mad at me snapping at you earlier?
Sorry.
No, what I'm saying is. You can still be an alpha male and realize that black women is running shit.
I realized that.
Like you feel what I'm saying? Like they are legit running. They're controlling shit. They're more organized. They
had the framework down.
We can't go out here and say Black Lives Matter, and I'm not talking on the shit that Gilly was talking about. I'm not talking about the fake ass black on black violence. We can't go out here and say Black Lives Matter. And then a nigga and I'm gonna call this bitch ass nigga a nigga because he's not a black man. He's a nigga to me. He's a stone cold bitch ass nigga. Everything we fighting for, we marching for. And this nigga wanna and she was outside the car. So she was walking away. That must makes it even worse. My fault, I'm screaming in the mic. Pause. Like, she was walking away and this nigga shot her.
There's no excuse for that. There's no reason for it. There's no justification.
He has a reputation for that, though. Word on the street is he has a reputation.
Man, fuck the word on the street. How about this? She had enough common sense not to say nothing. She still held it down. She officially didn't give it a statement. Now the shit is being investigated even more because she went on live. And that's why people calling her a snitch. Fuck that shit. She ain't no snitch.
I do not agree with people calling her a snitch at all. I don't agree with him shooting her at all.
So let's define the word, because there's a lot of people that are coming out saying that they don't really know. That's not what I call. I call a snitch is somebody that didn't have nothing to do with the shit to begin with, but you dropping names to get you out of a situation.
You want to tell me you want me to tell you what a snitch is? Me, you, and Maddie go do a crime. We know what the consequences is. We get caught. You tell. If Joe Schmo over here witnesses us, and he ain't a street nigga. And he says something, he ain't a snitch.
Nah, he's not.
He a fucking civilian.
He's a civilian.
He or she a civilian. If you're doing a crime or you're actively committing in crimes and you see one of your rivals or something like that doing something, then yeah, you're snitching.
Fact.
If you're in the street life, you're a snitch.
She's not snitching. She's a civilian.
And that's the fucked up thing is,
she's actually a victim.
What our culture is we could look like you or me, never committed a crime, might not be in the streets. Society may think we in the streets, but I witnessed something. Now I'm a snitch if I say something. Now me, I'm reformed. I don't believe in the street culture anymore, but I'm still not snitching. That's just me personally. Mm-hmm. When I say not snitch, if I witness a rape or like a serial kill, all that shit Cameron was talking about years ago, a serial killer and all. No, I'm snitching, nigga.
So it's level.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm still gonna snitch on your bitch ass if you a serial killer or white boy serial killer. Or some
you just
shit.
gotta kill him.
What you saying on that? I
get
what
what
you
you're
saying on that.
But
on that point.
To wrap it up on that subject, man. If to our subscribers out there in YouTube and Never Neverland, if you support Tory Lanez, unsubscribe, unfollow. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas
All right,
do.
we need to stop talking about him.
No. We gonna move forward.
Bro,
I'm just want
you putting a lot of energy into
this
situation.
Yeah, because it's a lot of energy worth. Pause. Let me tell you something. Unfollow us. How about that? Unfollow us. But moving along, man. The No Limit documentary, it wrapped up. Pause. No Trojan.
Okay.
Because I never strap up.
It's all about the
I get tested.
Man.
I get tested every 23 months. What the fuck you talking about? I'm safe, nigga.
Talking about the regular shit.
But no, the No Limit Chronicles on BET wrapped up. A lot of good information. I actually didn't know the particulars of the C murder situation.
Yeah, I learned some details about that.
And that brother Mac. You got C murder, but the dude's the skinny light skinned nigga Mac, who was damn, how did this case? He's locked up for life too. The nigga Mac, they had the free Mac shirts. He was on No Limit.
Okay, yeah.
Damn, how did this case? Damn, I'm on the spot.
I don't know how his case went. I just heard them mention him.
But actually, this is what it was. He was performing at a small club. Master P warned him.
C or Mac?
No, Mac.
Okay.
Mac was performing at a small club. Something broke out. Someone got shot. He pulled his gun out, and there's witnesses. Even the bodyguards that night, the bouncers. He pulled his gun out because his mom and his dad were in attendance.
Okay.
And put it in the air like, where's my mom and my dad? So a nigga got shot, and all they see is him in the air. Nobody witnessed him shooting this dude. Actually, I don't even think he died. He got shot.
Okay.
In the state of Louisiana, their laws are crazy. He had his gun in the air, looking for his mom and his dad. That's all witnesses saw was a nigga shot, gun in the air. He got hit with the shit. He's gone for the rest of his life. Then you got also C murder, where they I heard
that's what I thought.
He was in like a little.
No. They was in the club, but that was a fight. That was a fight, and they shot him on the ground. Now what happened was, what that situation was, and it was a 16-year-old boy.
They said they entrapped the security
But this is the thing is,
he snitched.
No. This is the thing is, I seen a lot of people on social media say, "Oh, he was only 16. He was it." First of all, and they said it on the Chronicles, it was a 21 and over club. It's dark in there. I don't know if you're 16 or not. I don't know if you're under 18. I don't know if you're under 21. Nigga bump. They rocking. He gets shot. No one saw C murder with the gun. The bouncer said that he was holding him and recanted his statement and said, yeah, he wasn't doing anything.
He said some weird shit about how they went to say that he is the person that said he had a gun. There's some flaky stuff about that. I don't really know what to make of that situation, because the way he explained it, it was like, I said it, I didn't mean to say it, but that's what they asked me, and that's how they flipped it, and I know that that's how officers do.
Yeah, because he said, like, when he first went in there, did you recognize anyone from that night?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, C murder. Everybody knows C murder. C murder was in there. So he said when the statements came back, it said that, did you witness anyone that shot or killed this individual? And it said, yes, he murdered. He said they asked him that, did you see anyone? And he said that he wasn't thinking anyone. Yeah, C murder was in there, you know.
And I get that, because
Yeah.
I'm not from the streets in any way,
Yes,
form,
you
or
are.
fashion.
Yes, you are.
First of all,
if Shay C Vibes gives a statement, that's snitching.
First of
Because
all,
she's
I'm not-
actively in the streets, gang banging.
I have no business being involved in none of that at all. But if I'm, from the outskirts, if somebody bring me in for whatever reason, they show me a picture. First of all, I obviously know that that's a lineup. I don't care what you show me. If you put a picture in front of me,
It's easy to
with
say in
6
2020.
All
yeah.
I'm saying is that I know that's a lineup. If you ask me if I know somebody versus do I know if somebody did something, that's two different questions. So if you ask me if I know somebody, I can't really risk lying about that, because I'm going to get in trouble when you pull up these pictures that I know, homie, from around the way. Now I'm going to get in trouble for that. If I know somebody did something, nah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Did you wrap up on No Limit Chronicles?
I watched a few episodes of No Limit Chronicles, and
Did you wrap up on it?
I didn't wrap up on it, but watching
You
it.
always got to strap up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
But go ahead.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, you do. Safe sex all day. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till you
But,
married.
yeah, watching the episode and getting into it, like that situation, getting into the present day and the current events of it is really crazy and shaky. Like, even just like this whole story, just hearing both sides, Master P side and C Murder's side.
You heard where they at with it now, though, right?
Yeah, and
Y'all watched
did
the
you see the
interview?
beat? Did you see the
see
Master
it?
P and Monica
Yeah.
back and forth?
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
exactly.
He is mad as hell right now.
Y'all see what Master P said, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah, we
not
saw it.
fucking with it at all.
And I get where Master P coming from, because when you in that position, man, sometimes, man, you feel like the weight's on your shoulders. Sometimes you feel like the weight's on your shoulders. But I also get what Monica said. Like, yo, that's a brotherly thing. That's a nigga thing. My fault. That's a man thing. Leave me out of it. Why'd you even tag me? But moving along from that, man, we had the Ruff Ryders Chronicles, man, the double R. Shout out to the double R, man.
Yeah.
Man, there was 3 episodes so far. The last 2 air tomorrow night.
I thought there was only 2. I missed the 3rd episode. Tight. Unprepared, y'all. Sorry.
New co-host. Danny coming to the podcast next week.
Of all.
She will be replaced by one of her besties. But that's how you get them back.
I love it.
But the Ruff Ryders, there was 3 parts that came out. There was the last episode of the No Limit Chronicles, the first episode of the Ruff Ryders, and then last Wednesday you had episodes 2 and 3 that aired.
Oh, I'm tight. Anyway, go ahead.
So
I feel bad. I only watched the first one.
I'm tight, yo.
So oh damn! Listen, we got a podcast and can't even pod.
Shut up. We can still.
But all right, so
all 3 of them.
Damn right, I watched all 3 of them illegally while driving a tractor trailer.
We not incriminating on this episode.
And shout out to the Teamsters, but it was very informative. Shout out to DY and they says Ruff Ryders was a very family oriented, literally family oriented.
Yeah,
It was started. They were started by family. The main thing I took away with it, because I definitely want to touch on the next week pause when we when they wrap up tomorrow night, is X saying that he was promised a percentage in the beginning, and them saying that he never stated that, 1, and 2. Negro, this is our shit. Basically, like, Eminem didn't get a piece of Aftermath, and he's the highest selling artist of rap history of all time, and he didn't get a piece of Aftermath. So I do understand that, but what DMX is saying, I don't know if y'all caught this part of it, is like when that initial with him and D, when he first met him, X is saying, I'll jump in, but if we blow, I want a percentage. D is saying, that never happened.
Yeah, but that's not contractual.
It's not contractual, but that's some real nigga shit. It's some verbal contract.
It's a verbal.
I don't really know.
But you're dealing with snitch.
No. But this is back. You're talking about, and you're not even talking about 90s. I didn't know that these motherfuckers went back to the 80s like that.
Me either, and that's what was interesting for me, finding out. Like, I see why it was so important to have that backstory that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Because somebody born in the 2000s would have thought that DMX founded Ruff Ryders, and it was a DMX thing, and that was all of it.
I knew that.
There's so much of a backstory that we didn't know.
The backstory
so that
was like that.
That was cool, but I think maybe that was the agreement and. Listen, these are some hood niggas.
Even if it wasn't,
it was a verbal agreement. And then
even if it wasn't, I probably
millions came and they was like, what?
We never said that.
I probably would have broke him off with a percentage, maybe not as large as he wanted. Pause, but I definitely would have broke him off with something like, all right, you know what, brother.
I see where you came from.
I'm getting you something so where you. But they still look out for him, like
man.
No, they're not great. They're the ones in his corner right hand. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the Breakfast Club interview before the documentary aired with DY and their sister. I keep forgetting the sister's name, but she's the one, really the brain. She's the one that's running the shit.
Talking about the one that was in the documentary.
She's in the There's 2 sisters in the documentary, but there's one that was on the Breakfast Club interview. She got glasses with short hair, but she was the one like really running shit.
Episode?
There's a couple sisters in the episode.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them in the episode.
The first one.
The one that he's talking about.
But she even like, you know, they shouldn't like. It's a touchy situation.
It was a lot of hood nigga shit going on. It was a lot of hood nigga shit. It was business, but it was still a lot of hood nigga shit, and I think it you know. That comes
and I
with the
didn't
territory.
touching back, and we gonna move forward on a little more into it, but they went back to the 80s, man, and then just the classic battle with Jay-Z, with DMX and Jay-Z. And
DMX sounded so different. I'm sorry. His voice back in the day.
And there is footage of DMX spitting, in case people don't know.
Yo.
It is.
There's unreleased footage if you watch the documentary, Irv Gotti says, and I did. Oh, that's another thing. Irv came from Ruff Ryders. Like, yo, like
who would have guessed that?
That was dope.
See, in case people don't know, though, also, see, now I'm about to spin it off.
Oh, here he go being an old head.
This is the real hip hop shit. Is the real Murder Inc. The real Murder Inc. The original Murder Inc. Before Murder Inc. was Murder Inc. And I hope they do this next was DMX, Jay-Z, and Ja Rule. In case people didn't know, because all three of those labels were tied in. Murder Inc. was supposed to be a rap group. They weren't supposed to be a label.
Where you got this from? The source? XXL?
You can watch any Irv Gotti interview.
It makes sense, though.
You can watch. No, you can watch.
Does make sense.
You can watch any YouTube Irv Gotti or Dame Dash interview. They'll tell. No. They were making songs in the album, and that's when the beefing started. There was songs with them three already that's out there.
Can I Get It was supposed to be a part of, like, there's a few things that Ja and Jay were working on back in the day that were supposed to be a compilation of some sort. That part I know.
They were all Ruff Ryders, Rockefeller, and Murder Inc. were all three tied to each other. Man. But that's not part of the Ruff Ryders documentary. But Irv Gotti and him, yo, you see the uprise of Irv Gotti, Swizz Beatz, and the producers beefing with each other. Yo, I didn't know that Dame Grease came from fucking Ruff Ryders. I knew
about Dame Grease.
I knew he was with them. I didn't know about the producers beefing behind the scenes over beats, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and Swizz Beatz technically only had one beat on the first album and then did 98% of the second album. DMX dropped two when I say multi means two, but I'm saying multi means 5-6 million. Well, when I'm saying it in 2 years, this nigga dropped the album in May, dropped another album in November in '98. So that way, he saved Def Jam. So that way they could make it out the fiscal year.
Wow,
saved them.
I can't hold you. I was young as shit, and I'm like,
I was in
just drop the album
in '90.
I was quarter. He did it per quarter.
No, I was in 8th grade, and then the second album came out my freshman year. You know, I'm an old head, man.
Wow, that's
great. I'm an old head in the room. Yeah, I mean, I feel special, son. You know what I'm saying? But you had that. What else came out that document? There's a couple things. See, if you watch the Breakfast Club interview tied into it, there was a lot of it. I don't want to give
Don't give it away, because
no, but they gave it. There's a lot of other things, man. There's a lot of other things, but the one thing I'm mad they didn't touch on. They touched on Eve in there.
I can't
Pause.
wait for Eve. No, she better have more of a.
First of all, if you would have watched the third episode, the whole third episode was Eve.
I'm gonna cry right now.
Okay, the whole third episode was Eve, and Eve don't get enough credit as a female lyricist.
Absolutely,
she was a lyricist,
and she even says like, what was that song about abuse?
Love is blind.
Love is blind. She didn't know what she was doing at the time. The whole song was based off of a true story. It was a poem to her best friend at the time that really died.
Like R&B.
Poem ain't got. Poetry comes from hip hop, my nigga.
Go.
It was started in the park, South Bronx, my nigga.
But the hook though.
Now I'm hoping. Pause.
Right,
we're gonna move on.
Yeah, you tried to move on real quick.
No. Time out. We're gonna move on to we about to move on. But what I'm hoping, and they have to, because it's impossible that episodes 4 and 5 touch on the locks. Pause. Because they haven't touched on the motherfucking locks and the whole P. Diddy situation and Bad Boy. Now, the locks are in the first couple episodes, but they're not touching on their story. Pause.
They didn't touch on their story at all.
And that's like the main story of the Ruff Ryders to me. I'm the biggest locks D block. Like, you don't understand. In case y'all don't understand, listen, I used to ride around. Yeah. Shout out to my cousin RD. All right. Damn. Shout out to my cousin RD. Your cousin, no. Yeah, I mean, your cousin, no. Used to ride around with this. I used to steal this nigga. This nigga had the Mac 11. This nigga had the P89 Ruger. We used to smoke wet, ride around the Jeep Grand Cherokee, listen to fucking D Block and Beanie Siegel and state property all day, going around looking for jukes, man, and just try and shoot up random niggas. I'm dead ass serious. Your cousin to vouch for this shit. Your cousin to vouch for that.
This sounds incriminating. Can we move on?
But speaking of D Block, all right. Speaking of D Block, they released a new song. You springing
topics on us?
No, they sprung a new song. Spring topics. Pause.
say.
I don't know. I just wanted to say pause. I like saying pause. No. But it ties into the next thing. But they released a new song about shit. They have a new album coming out this Friday along with Rhapsody, which is my favorite female artist in the game. I don't even like calling her a female artist because she down with Ninth Wonder and all that shit. Ninth Wonder is that nigga. Yeah. But
she's a female artist.
But she is a female artist, but I don't like referring to her as the best female artist, even though she is.
So call her a lyricist.
She's not a lyricist though.
What?
Nah, she's a goddess. She's a goddess to me. She's a goddess.
But she's
is goddess lyricist. So she's above lyricist.
Anywho's,
The Lox released a new single with DMX. You haven't heard it?
I have not. That's why I'm like, you springing shit on us that we.
Who doesn't know The Lox is dropping a brand new album this Friday?
Because you already said you're the biggest Lox fan ever. So
okay,
you know
well they're dropping a new album. Lox. My fault. Yeah, I'm looking at notes. Lox living off experience.
Okay.
I've seen it everywhere, so I don't know where the fuck y'all niggas been.
I heard that they was putting some work out. I didn't know it already happened. I didn't know anything got put out yet.
No, they released a single last. They released a single last week.
I fuck with them, but I don't follow them like that.
You don't follow them like that.
Nah, I don't follow them, but I do. I fuck with the Lox. I fuck with the whole.
Well, shout out to the Lox, man. They released a new single. They got the new album coming out Friday, 8/28.
Styles P.
Yeah, I mean, you know the fucking vibes. But spinning off of that, pause. We got Son, man. Son.
Who?
Son. You know who Son is, man. God's son.
Who?
God's son.
Oh, Nas.
Nas.
The illest.
He's the second illest of all time.
He is.
No. I'm gonna call him the third illest.
I'll call him the second.
We gonna get. We eventually. Matter of fact, probably next week we gonna get into our top 5 greatest rappers of all time.
We could do that.
Personally, come up with a list. But you have Nas that dropped the new album, King's Disease. Now, let me tell you something. This shit was fire, and I'm not a Nas fan. I recognize Nas as one of the greatest lyricists of all time.
I totally agree.
Facts.
But I'm not a nigga outside of Illmatic and not his second shit.
Godson.
I fuck with God's son. Damn, there's only like 3 albums that I fuck with Nas.
A lot of people don't.
But
like
I respect them.
But Stillmatic is.
Stillmatic was tough too. But
he got Rewind on Stillmatic.
But did you guys listen to the new Nas album? No.
Yeah, totally.
Did you listen to it?
Absolutely.
What was your favorite? I already know what you want to say, cause she an R&B head.
First of all,
I already know what you want to say.
Don't put limits on me.
She going with the Mary J. Blige joint.
I'm actually
wasn't
not.
Mary on there?
I'm actually not.
Or am I thinking of Dave East joint?
Car 85. Car 85 was my shit.
By itself?
If you made me pick one.
But is that by itself? I'm saying.
Nah, that's the one with Charlie Wilson. So yeah.
Oh, Charlie. Yo, I saw. All right, when they released the track list, let me say this. When they released the playlist, whatever the fuck it's called, I looked at this shit like, this nigga got some new shit. This nigga trying to fit in again. The shit with Kanye was trash. It was trash. It was trash. Fuck Kanye. Kanye's in the same boat with Tory Lanez. But with me, he's canceled.
Okay.
But I saw the playlist. I'm like, damn, this nigga got Charlie Wilson. This nigga got Big Sean. This nigga got fucking Durko. Dirk. I call him Durko. But this nigga got Dirk. This nigga got 5-Year-Old Foreign and ASAP Ferg. Like, this nigga got, like, I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work, yo. This nigga don't know what he's doing.
3 songs in a row that just had me like, oh, okay, this is my favorite track. Oh shit, wait, nope, this might be my, like, Car 85, Ultra Black, and 27 Summers being even listed in a track list like that is like, you know what? Nas might be back. I don't know if it's just for this album, but when Nas got something on his mind, that's when he put out some fire, because the last album I fucked with heavy was Life is Good, and before that, Hip Hop is Dead. He got to be going through some shit.
Yo, my personal favorites, I had 2 personal favorites. I had the one with Dirk. Who was it? It was him, Dirk, and wasn't there someone else on there? Or was it just him and Dirk?
It was just him and Dirk.
Dirk only did like the hook. I wanted a verse.
He did a verse. It was
probably
like,
more.
It wasn't like a verse though.
He did an auto-tune verse like he always does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Blue Benz, man.
hold on, I had the Dirt joint and the 5-0. You know I fuck with that.
That
You know I fuck with that Brooklyn drill. Let me get something right here. Pause, man. Let me get some that Brooklyn drill. That is probably going to be the biggest baby making record for the rest of the year. I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm not pulling out to that. I'm not pulling out. I'm not
even commenting on.
I'm not pulling out to that.
Okay.
That's not a baby making move. You want to make your firstborn to that?
No, not to that.
Oh, man.
I got other options of what I would make my firstborn to.
With that being said, we about to take
a topic. Y'all stay tuned. If y'all want to see what I would make my firstborn child to, please comment. Let me know, because I'll write it up right now.
It's still fuck R&B to IDIE
and all that smooth.
I can't tell you.
But with that being said, man, let me get into this. We're going to do another video for the week right quick.
Oh yeah, let's get into that.
We're going to get into. I already stated. Listen, man, I'm a homer.
And Rudder.
I'm a Jersey nigga.
Willenboro.
Shout out to Willenboro. Shout out to Kato, who did our intro.
Shout outs.
Shout out to Kato and Rudder. You know what I mean? I got two. When I say two, because I count Kato and Rudder, they're brothers, as one, even though they're two individual artists. But so let me say three then. Kato, Rudder, and then shout out to Wooch out there out of Bristol, out the bridge.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? But Kato and Rudder, man. This song's about a year old. They got a new joint, but we about to have them on the podcast, and we're gonna play the new joint when they come on. But this joint's about a year old. It's called Lately.
That shit is kind of fire, yo.
It was, man. I heard that shit a few times, man. I was playing.
You know what I mean? So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break. We're gonna go into Kato and Rudder. We're gonna go into Lately. Holla at us. Bang.
Don't make me overthink, cause I've been throwed off lately. Shorty ass softer than the mink, then I'ma go oh so crazy. Bro got dirty dishes in the sink, from whipping up oh so crazy. And I'm busy sipping on this drink, got me moving in slow-mo, baby.
What you gon' do with it? Always talking about you get into this paper, nigga, what you gon' do with it? You gon' blow it or you save yourself for later, nigga, what you gon' do with it? Oh, you rolling up the bezel, huh? Going up a level, huh? You dancing with the devil, huh? What you gon' do with it? No, I don't see much. Capping, no, I don't see much. All you niggas is lunch. I've been getting money since teeth was 6 cents. My punt in that ass is so fat, titties perky up fresh. She gon' pop with a perky. She fuck for brunch.
She loving a nigga you chasing for months. I don't gotta go make her my woman crush. Still to make her feel brand new. Makeup on my shirt, damn, woo. Shorty on my head, shampoo. Pulled up with a stick, bamboo. It's time for niggas to elevate. I'm about to go get me another plate. Even though I done already ate, I'm about to go get me another. Don't make me overthink, cause I've been throwed off lately. Shorty ass softer than the mink, then I'ma go oh so crazy. Bro got dirty dishes in the sink, from whipping up oh so crazy. And I'm busy sipping on this drink, got me moving in slow-mo, baby.
What you gon' do with it? Always talking about you get into this paper, nigga, what you gon' do with it? You gon' blow it or you save yourself for later, nigga, what you gon' do with it? Oh, you rolling up the bezel, huh? Going up a level, huh? You dancing with the devil, huh? What you gon' do with it? 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 What you gon' do with it?
Welcome back. That was Kato and Rudder with Lately. Like I said, two of my favorite niggas out of South Jersey. Willenboro, what up? You know what I mean?
What up?
Also shout out to Wooch, but right now it's about Kato and Rudder. Lately, that was them. Up and coming. We gonna future guest of the podcast. But right now, man, you know, speaking of new music and everything, man, we got a new versus battle coming up. Probably one of the deadest episodes coming up.
Go to the. I ain't into that shit. I ain't see it in such a long
in case
time.
y'all don't know, man, there was a new versus battle announced, man. It was Moesha versus Monica.
I'm so
ain't that her name?
excited.
That shit gonna be
He
fun,
said, "Is
man.
that her?"
No. I think
funny,
Brandy
man.
gonna win this shit. Me personally, but you got Brandy versus Monica coming up. When's the exact date?
Monday.
It's on a Monday?
It's on a Monday.
Wow.
That shit's trash.
Because they know us ladies are going to tune in. It's not for y'all.
Hold on,
And
let me
we
explain this. You know why it's on a Monday? Because Monday is the trashiest day of the week, and R&B is trash. Fuck R&B until we die. Yay, yay. But
Anyway.
speaking of which, we have Monica versus Brandy. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all thoughts off and
I'm
get y'all shit
excited.
off.
I'm gonna talk first. I'm excited. I'm like high key excited. I love Brandy and I love Monica, and that's like my whole little childhood heartbreak all in a playlist. So I want Monica to win, but Brandy's gonna win. So that's just how that's gonna go. You get to pay Moesha.
You said Monica's gonna win?
No, Brandy is gonna win,
Okay.
even though I want Monica to win. I
Yeah,
prefer
Monica. I think is the
G.
more. Monica is that bitch.
That's my girl. She a whole gangster. I don't know. I like
Monica
her
that bitch.
since she was like 12. But
Monica might win off the cuff of that. You don't really know what she gonna play yet.
people don't really fuck with her as hard as we think. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, people. Well, it's like we basing off the generation that we knew that fucks with Brandy. We not basing on the generation that fucks with Monica in the 2000s.
well, Brandy knew what she was doing because she arranged for Moesha to be dropped in the beginning of August on Netflix, and then arranged to do this battle later in the month. So she already knew what she was hitting for. She on people's
people
brains.
already
That is,
watching.
that shit is on.
Right. That shit is on.
She know what she doing.
But-
and she just dropped the album.
Yeah,
she
it's
is
over.
definitely.
Damn.
Who did? Brandy did?
Yeah, Brandy just dropped the album. Like
I did
last
hear a
night.
new song. Shout out to the Joe Button podcast. I did hear a new song.
I didn't like it, but you know.
Didn't like
she
it.
just
I
dropped
didn't. I heard it.
Oh, she came out
Usually
with
when
a
they
track?
play the R&B,
A whole
that's
new album.
that's the only thing I hate about the Joe
Wow.
Button podcast. They play a lot of R&B shit for the sleepers and shit. I hate that shit.
You a hater.
But I'm a stone cold hater. I never said I wasn't a hater.
Knowing yourself is
I
important.
hate R&B, and I hate bartenders. I love them when they hook. I love them when they hook me up and then they lose their job and shit.
I don't
But
hook people up no more. Anyway,
but let's move right along though, man. But let's move right along, man. We got Patty Duke.
man.
We have a. I was about to say brother. The story's kind of complicated because, all right, one, let's state this: he's Caucasian. Okay.
Okay.
Did I say it right? He's Caucasian. He's worked at Hot 97 for the
the
early
beginning of
90s, like
time.
94.
Since the beginning of Hot
Yeah, because
97.
Hot 97 hasn't always been around, but he's worked at Hot 97 behind the scenes. He's white, and then there was a documentary to come out of what's the brother's name, man? Yusuf Hawkins, who was he beat to death? I believe he was
Honestly,
beat to
that was a
death
little bit before my
in
time.
the
I don't
mob,
know the deeds.
and like they beat him to death in New York. So like there was a documentary that came out. I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's
HBO.
Netflix. Is it HBO?
Yeah.
So the documentary I guess just came out. HBO caught wind of it. I mean Hot 97 caught wind of it, and they let him go, which I think rightfully so because he was charged, and I think that comes back to white privilege. He got probation. They didn't get like probation or something like that.
Yeah, something like that for carrying a bat and being a part of it.
Part of it, like you got a young black man that was beat to death, a very big time figure behind the scenes of Hot 97, which is probably the biggest radio station. Well, it used to be the biggest radio station in all of America
For hip hop.
for hip hop. Leave out the R&B, but okay, but you know, and for them to release him, it just goes and kind of goes back to our first subject, man, with the whole Jacob Blake and Breonna Taylor subject of the times we still in, and whatever you say can and will come back to haunt you. You know.
That's kind of what I wanted to address, the actual details of what happened, because I wasn't familiar with them.
I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch the documentary either, but I'm definitely going to check back into it now that I'm hearing all of this. He was shot and killed by a mob of white men. It wasn't just one. And it was over.
He was shot or he was beat?
Both.
Oh,
So-
I didn't see that.
It was over them thinking he dated a white girl or whatever the case may be. This is the basis of it. Now, this man ended up working in hip hop, in the oldest hip hop radio station that we know. And for 20 years, this is something that wasn't acknowledged, nothing that nobody knew about. I'm personally kind of bothered because Angie Martinez is one of my role models, and she talks about how important he was in creating and building this station. But under what ethics? I don't know. That kind of messed with me a little bit. Like, okay, so do you fuck with what's happening right here? Yeah. Because that's our culture. Is it one of those people that lives for our culture but doesn't value our lives? I struggle with that a lot because people are people, but you really gotta, as black people, we gotta meet white people and kind of weigh it out. We gotta feel you out. Like, whose side are you on? That's crazy to me. It kind of bothered me a little bit. I don't know. It was big news to me. But
did you look into that story at all?
I didn't tap into it,
but how do you feel like just hearing from it?
Hearing from it, it's just like it's crazy. Hearing those two sides, and I don't know, man. But everything happening is just they try. It feels like they want us to get used to it, and I'll never get used to these like stories. Definitely. They want us to get used to it. It's like they're trying to almost like prime us for something else. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. So I don't know if you're tuned in right now. Just if you feel the same way, don't let that affect you.
And it gets into our last subject, man, of just supporting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man.
Supporting each other. Whether it's Shade with the drinks.
I'm out here. I got new business cards coming. Y'all gonna catch a couple advertisements. Hey. That's another thing. We're gonna be opening up the platform shortly. Stay tuned for that. Stay locked into each episode.
What platform is this?
Listen, it's this platform because we're gonna be working in sometimes for y'all to shout out y'all businesses. We want to support all the black businesses.
Oh yeah.
Let us know what you're doing, what you got going on, what you need support with, what you need help building, so we can shout you out.
I mean, and shout out Matic. Local beat maker, producer, and it comes, supporting our own. And one thing I also noticed, especially in Delaware, well, I can't speak on behalf of the whole state. The northern part of the state where we live at, there's a lot of black-owned entrepreneurs and businesses.
Definitely.
I.e., Tasty's 302, which is a spinoff of, Tasty's in Philly, and they got the food trucks and everything. Shout out to my peoples or whatever. You got a couple.
Shout out to them, man.
There's a lot of black-owned businesses out here, man. You got, I believe it's Eat Clean on. Is it Eat Clean on our Market Street? Eat Clean.
I'm not familiar with that.
I believe it's called Eat Clean or whatever. But there's a lot of black-owned businesses in Delaware. There's a lot, and we need to start supporting each other, and we need to start supporting each other more, because I don't know about the rest of the state, but the part of the state I live in, even outside the city, all I see is black folks. Whether it's in the city or outside the city.
That's all I see when I'm in Delaware.
You know what I'm saying? So that being said, man, we definitely want to support each other.
Yeah, more now than ever, I can think of a handful of essential services and products that I use daily that I can get from a black person, and that makes me very happy. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I got my nails done, just in case anybody seen my nails. My girl, Zamani Latis, does my nails. That means I can go rap with my homegirl and get my nails done.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Millie Rock on them. That's old. That's a couple years old.
I don't know.
Don't do it behind the camera. Don't. She Millie Rocked on them. Don't do it behind the camera. Don't do it behind the camera.
Nah, we out here though. We out here for y'all. We're out here for us. We're out here for y'all, and I can't wait till that episode where we can highlight everybody. So.
Definitely. So anybody else got anything else to say before we close out?
We didn't even touch on it. I think the origin of that topic was Jay-Z and Pharrell actually putting together a song called Entrepreneur. I liked the song. Everybody thought the song was trash.
I didn't hear the song.
That's cool. But the song doesn't even matter compared to the fact
that they put I saw the topic. What was the main topic of, like, people didn't know who Fubu was, or a lot of people didn't know who Fubu was?
So what happened with this was...
What happened was?
Damn. In the song, Jay says, people are supporting Black Twitter, but do he get any money off this? Y'all need to buy some FUBU. That's to sum it up. And people are like, how dare you say buy FUBU?
It was
when back in the day you was talking about buying Cristal.
Nah, but it was a metaphor.
Whole time out.
I get
my
what
fault.
You're saying. It's a metaphor.
I drank all that, so that
like
shit.
Buy FUBU.
But you saying that? See, I'm a little older than you. Hold on, I'm a little older than you.
Buy merchandise. That's FUBU now. Merchandise.
Hold on, I'm a little older than you, but when I was coming up, like a lot of niggas was wearing FUBU. Like FUBU was popping.
FUBU was definitely popping.
I was wearing the FUBU jerseys on.
I had the baby blue FUBU jersey.
I don't know about the jerseys, but the 05 jerseys. The 05 jerseys?
Yeah, I had the 05.
You had the 05 jerseys? I didn't have the 05 jerseys.
I had that. I ain't buy it, but I had
It
it.
was stitched and authentic and everything.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't know what FUBU is, man, that's for us, by us. Basically, that's kind of like a undertone type of thing. You feel me?
Shout out to LL, because we can be talking about FUBU all crazy and nobody ever shouts out LL.
Fuck LL.
Well, he did put that shit.
But
yeah.
let's go up out of here, man. It's still fuck LL and fuck R&B till we DIE.
Anyway.
But that's gonna wrap it up, man, for episode 6 of Logic Unplugged podcast. That's Logic with 2 motherfucking G's, because that's just what the fuck we is. I'm Abdul Hamid. This is Shay C Vibes. This is Matic Beats. And we out this motherfucker.
Peace, y'all.